Hi everyone, today we'll do review for BMW i4 M50 dual motor full electric G26 model, and I'm sure you have lots of questions like how to drive with one pedal, how much it costs to charge, performance, comfort and more. Let's start it. The first prototype of this car came on motor show in 2017 and I thought it will never get into production, but surprisingly in 2021 the first car came out of assembly in Munich, Germany. For some people, car maybe looks a bit silly because of the huge kidney grille, but this is definitely one of the most recognizable car on the road. The lights on the car is LED, new LED adaptive. Some car equipped with the laser lights, which is the best. You can see up to 600 meters, LED only up to 300 meters. If you purchase the car with laser lights, don't forget the life of laser is same as LED, 10,000 hours, and if it's fail, it's very costly to replace. We just changed it on X5. One light cost more than 7,000 Canadian dollars. Before I bought the car, I was worried about the clearance because this is one of the lowest car from BMW, only 12 centimeters. And I thought, how can I get through the speed bumps? No worries, if you drive slow, braking, you pass easily. For people who would like to lower the car, be careful because in many countries insurance would not cover it if you punch the battery pack or damage the suspension elements, but the car definitely looks better when it's more low. The side of the car has a real outlet for air curtain and we can see through. This car equipped with the performance package, which is include bigger, wider tire on the rear, red caliper brakes, black trim around the windows, black trim around the kidney grille, and darkened lights. In different countries, different packages might have a different accessories, example like M belts. For those who would like to make car looks even more sportier, there is a carbon fiber kit which is include trim around the grille, inlets, cover for the mirrors, rear bumper diffusor, spoilers, splitters and more. I thought it would be installed on the factory. No, it's installed in local dealer for extra money. Also, it's possible to make upgrade and buy stuff from AliExpress, which is much cheaper, but make sure you read carefully reviews because sometimes parts is not fit well. i4 40 usually come in with size 17 or 18 size wheels. M50 starts with 19 and it's possible to update to size 20 and the car looks better, of course, but the bigger size tires it's more energy and some forums says up to 2-3% more. The brakes on the car is just excellent, very predictable. I like it. This package is like really gives some performance. And if you have a chance to update, do it, because then faster you go, then faster you need to stop. Not sure the difference between M or red calipers, because both has 4 pistons, but maybe the red one slightly bigger pads and rotors. Maybe yes, maybe no, not sure. The handle on the car is redesigned for better aerodynamic. It's not too deep, also not too wide. We need to get used to it. The car is built on cluster architecture platform, which is lots of BMWs, but I can tell it's look totally different and built different. First of all, when we open the door, the windows goes down about a centimeter and it's frameless. So for people who live in north like Canada, make sure it's free of ice and snow, otherwise for the long term it might damage the transmission mechanism or the motor. So when we open the door is very thick. This much thickness. The pillar is very wide, same thickness the rear door, and the roof line is sleek because this is a Grand Coupe, and the seats is not flat, they curve on the side, and the rear the trunk open with the glass rear window because this is lift back. The rear quarter panel, the bumper I wrapped with the PPF film protection, same as the front lights and the hood, because in Canada we have lots of ice, snow and sand, stones on the road. And same I did with my previous BMW 3 model, and after, when I compare about 8-9 years, my car looks like new, and the other cars same age was beaten and chipped all over the front. So the body on the this panel is much more narrow than the tires, and in the future, if you will not wrap it with the PPF, it will start sending the clear coat, and in the future, about a year, might damage the paint too. So the bumper has lots of sensors and the camera, so it's very easy to park. We can see the car from the top, from the side, so no more damaged rims. Beautiful light shape on my taste. The new redesign looks even better with the laser lights, and the front looks more vertical and aggressive. The trunk open with the rear window with the glass, like I said, because this is a lift back. The good things, it's much easy to load the stuff. The bad things, in winter, all of the snow, rain also goes inside, plus it loses the heat because this is part of the interior. The trunk itself is not that big, only 370 liters or 10 cubic feet. Easy to put couple big luggages or lots of grocery bags. Of course, it could be extendable up to 1290 liters if we fold the rear seats. Material on the trunk is premium. Everything is very well insulated and nice on touch. The bottom has a storage. When we leave the bottom, in many cars would be storage. In my case, this is Harman Kardon stereo system, either sub, either amplifier. Under the hood, when we open, we can see everything covered with the plastic. There is no storage like in the Tesla. When we remove the cover, we can see the front motor producing 220-230 horsepower with axles. We can see high voltage inverter says don't touch. We can see either pump, either compressor, and inside there is real radiator because the car cool out battery pack by antifreeze. On the rear motor producing 316 horsepower, total is 536, which can bring the car from 0 to 100 kilometers in 3.9 seconds with 586 feet of torque. The battery located underneath, it's 11 centimeters thickness, and the weight of the battery 600 kilograms. But BMW make almost perfect balance, 48 on the front by 52 on the rear. And the weight of the car itself is around 2 tons, which is quite heavy for the car. How to charge the car? The car coming with the charger, 2-stage. The tips on the charger is changeable. If you would like to charge from regular socket 110 volts, it will take basically forever. From 10-15% till 100% it will take more than 24 hours. If you would like to charge faster, from 220 volts, in my case I live in a house, I need to pay electrician first to put a breaker in electric panel, 50-60 amp, cable 20 meters and the socket, then I start charge much faster. Stage number 2, it takes from 10-15% till 80%, about 7-8 hours, and basically it's possible to charge the car fully overnight. And the stage number 3 is a public charge or supercharge, and it takes about 1.5 to 2 hours from 10-15% till 100%. How to charge the car? So we open the charging port, put the gun inside, and the car start charge immediately. There is you can control it on the unit inside, or there is application, my BMW. You need to find the charging and climate control. So the first option would be charge in the time slot. The cheapest time in Ontario is after 8 or after 11. Then another very good option, preheat, pre-cool or precondition the car. And last option is departure time. The moment you set departure time, the car will start charge in desirable time slot. What is important about precondition car, especially when it's minus 20 outside, very cold, the battery needs to heat up itself, and it takes to 4 kilowatt because it heats inside the car, steering and the seat. So it takes lots of energy. It's possible to save all of this energy if you do preheat or precondition the car, and early morning when you sit inside the car would be preheat and the battery too. So you can save all of this energy. Comfort. I'm tall 1 meter 85 centimeters. When I jump inside the car, there is lots of space for my knees, for my hips, for my shoulder, above my head. The seat has lots of adjustments and it's very easy to find the proper one. This is not a leather, this is Sensatech. On the touch, I wouldn't say it's leather or not, with lots of different colors, perforated, beautiful stitches. Of course, it's possible to update to comfort seat or sport seats for extra, and little bit more than 2000 it's possible to update to leather seats. On my previous car, it was a luxury package, but the seat was leather and very hard. And this is much softer. The steering has a nice size, not too big, not too small, 3 color stitches, love it, lots of buttons, very easy to use. Materials on the car is premium, everything is nice, tight, no gaps, no and rumbles, beautiful stitches everywhere. The dashboard, not sure what kind of material is this, but possible to update to Alcantara, same as the handrest. And basically all of these updates on the car is endless. You can update as much as you like. For me, it was very important the comfort, because I travel around the town sometimes 150 to 100 kilometers a day. And yes, so this car is very comfortable. First of all, there is no combustion engine, obviously, and it's quiet. Second, it's very well insulated. And third, thank you BMW, they put air suspension on the rear and adaptive suspension all around, which is prevent car from dipping when we accelerate or braking, and make the ride is silky smooth. This car equipped with the premium essential package, which is include 9 options. The other packages might have 6 or 4. This one has a head-up display, Harman Kardon stereo system, comfort access, galvanized elements, ambient lights, heated steering. Not sure if the phone charger included, probably no, it's charged the phone, but often phone gets hot. And on some forums I read the phone overheat and even turn off itself. Head-up displays, huge, informative, colored. BMW improve navigation, so map is much larger. We can see all of the line on the highway, and the arrow shows which line to take. Also, we can see the music, radio, phone book, current speed, recommended speed, all of the sign on the highway. And I would say this head-up display is probably one of the best from any other brands. Harman Kardon stereo system is one of the most powerful from many BMWs. The most powerful, I guess, only iX or XM model. This one has 17 speakers, 535 watts. Sound is pure, well balanced, a nice equalizer. The only thing that's a little bit more front focus oriented to me, but sound is pure. When I listen radio, feels like someone sitting on the front of me. When I listen music, I would like to continue listen more and more. I only can imagine the sound quality of Bang & Olufsen, but it cost way more extra. Galvanized elements gives extra luxury look to the car. This trim are possible to update to aluminum, wooden, piano gloss or carbon fiber like mine, because I think in this trim car looks more sporty. So when I sit on the rear seat, like I said from the beginning, the seat is built not flat, and the side is on the angle. And I sit behind myself. And my head is just maybe a centimeter less. And to tell you the truth, I'm very doubted if three big men like me will sit here and would be comfortable for the long trip. Maybe very short trip around the town, but basically it's built for two. Now the kids and teenagers will fit with no problem, but big men like me, definitely not. So now let's talk about some options and recuperation. So the car has, of course, um, big entertainment screen, 14-inch screen, 12-inch screen. This one is fast response, high resolution, never gives trouble. This is not touch screen. Inside the speed are possible to make it wider or more narrow. Inside we can see the current spend energy with kilometers, and it's possible uh, to put navigation, head-up display. It's possible to make a map, music, radio, how close the other car, depending on the equipment, and G-force for racers, and I use it like a third screen. There is lots of icons in the car, and for people who used to own BMW, it will take a couple hours to learn. For people who new to BMW world, it will take a couple days. The moment you readjust everything for yourself, you will forget about half of it. It's possible to pre-record your favorite things here, like all of the settings, like phone number, navigation, radio station, and more. Also, you can talk to the car, but car often confusing because we don't know how to ask properly, and we don't know some commands. Finally, BMW put a list of commands and personalized, so we go inside and see what kind of commands we can ask the car and what we can do properly. So let's talk about some recuperation things. So this car equipped with the adaptive cruise control, which is excellent helper for the long distance. It keeps between the lines, and it's accelerate or braking when it's needed, and it's a good things. But we have in Canada lots of potholes, and I need to steer, otherwise I will collect all of them. So if you choose adaptive cruise control, and it's in driver settings, in the chassis and energy recovery. So if you choose adaptive, it means you will drive the car normally and use the brakes all the time. Before stop or on the certain distance, the car see another car and it starts to recuperate energy. So if you choose the low is costing. So the car is use kind of like its own energy, and you will use brakes all the time and recuperates minimum. I use medium because medium is more predictable and it's very easy to drive with one pedal. You press the pedal and it goes. You left and it starts to slow down and recuperates. And I don't use brakes all the time. I use brakes only to stop. And the high, or same as a B mode here, this is just to drive with one pedal. The car feels extremely heavy. It's not comfortable for me, and I explain you why. Especially on the highway when I drive around 100 kilometers or slightly higher. So what's happened when I left the pedal, the car starts braking so hard and recuperates, so I feel like someone can hit me from the back. Plus, I'm not sure if during recuperation the braking lights is on. And basically this mode you continuously supposed to play with the pedal, otherwise it's braking so hard, so not comfortable for me. If I would like to have more fun, I put sport boost, and the car become a beast. And I strongly recommend to keep both hands on the steering. If you go straight, it's okay, but if you try to do maneuver, it's easy to lose the control. Visibility on the car is excellent. Even the rear window is small, but I don't use the headrest is vertical, I put it horizontal. And of course there is a helper. Triangle shows if I would like to change the line, but it's working on its own algorithm and doesn't show all the time, so car kind of knows if I would like to change the line. So now, very important, how to drive in the winter. If in your area lots of snow and ice, so the car, because it's more rear drive oriented, what's happen? First, don't drive in the summer tires. I try, it's very dangerous. So the car starts kind of drifting, and the tail of the car become like a fishing tail. Electronic stabilized in a second or two, but it's not pleasant if it's several times or all the time it's drifting and you need to catch the car. So I don't use sport or comfort, I use eco and start slow like on regular car. And if someone from BMW watch this video, why you guys don't make it button? It would be four-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, so it will be much easier for people who live in the north. To conclude, this car is the best combo between the luxuriness and sportiness, with adrenaline-like acceleration, with nice view, good comfort, excellent brakes, nice steering, lots of tech. The car is very cheap to refill. For 1,000 kilometers I spent 8-10 Canadian dollars, depending on the season and depending on the style of driving. Service advisor at BMW said this is one of the most reliable cars, and I'm sure if you purchase this car you will enjoy it. The only thing is if you have a chance, try maybe i4 because it a little bit less power but the range is much longer. If you like my video, please subscribe or press like button. Thank you.